All right, we are back. This is Hand of Doom, MANOWAR. Right out of a comment, I was informed. We got to check this out. I agree. Let's go.
with hammers in the wind, lusting for blood and death again. In a flash of lightning strike, now the house of death and fight, body and soul to come within. See the fear you have inside, you can run but never hide. I will hunt you down and tear you limb from limb. Nothing shall remain, not your memory or name. It will be as though you never, ever lived. Tonight we strike, there is thunder in the sky. Together we'll fight, some of us will die, and we'll always
Holy smokes. Where's a good spot for that? That is, they got a show going on there. So, I really like MANOWAR. I've got to do a little more research, so I cautiously throw my... I had a comment the other day, and it's a really important to me comment about the unfortunate responsibility of being in the know, right? So I love MANOWAR. There's a subject we're not talking about. I'm not going to, but I got to do a little research so I know who's, what's what, so I can address things the proper way. Because I got decent news from fans of the band, so we're leaving it go, okay? But I got this comment the other day, and it was, I think it was on one of the Scorpion, Scorpion reactions. And I love the Scorps, but there's the same deal. So here's the thing. I love all kinds of music, and I think the reason I'm bringing it up today is, along with the comment, I was watching a program, if you will, but it was it's kind of indicting on Roman Polanski, which I don't blame. At the same time, I would admit makes exceptional films. And there's the loving an art or likening art or whatever you want to call it, and then knowing there's the darker side to the whole thing. It's tough. And I think it's where a lot of super fans, no disrespect, want to just pretend things didn't happen because it's problematic for their narrative. Well, I think MANOWAR's awesome. That was Hand of Doom live in Stuttgart, 2019. I liked it. All right? I don't actually know if I've heard that song before. That is the last MANOWAR album I ever heard. I've heard songs, but that for sure is like, I stopped listening to him for a long time. I just moved on to other stuff, right? MANOWAR goes all the way back to high school. And I mean, guys move on. Girls move on. Norris Warrior Spirit kin move on. Well, not all of them. Did you see that crowd? They were behind their band, which utmost respect. Here's the thing. Like I've said this in many other reactions. I talked about it a lot. I worked low rent nobody in nightclubs for years. And I give it up to the European fans. Bands that don't get any love over here, you just find the value in. And I'm not saying there's not value and you find it. I'm saying this band never got love. I've liked MANOWAR my whole life, but they don't get no love here except outside of their own fans. But I can't even imagine if they came to the club I played at. I mean, you would have no idea the big names that couldn't pack a room. It's just weird, because the internet doesn't act that way. Internet acts like all their fans would be there. But I've watched dudes that had kick-ass careers. Like you said, my best story is about telling a pretty famous rock star when he asked me why the kitchen was closed. And I just looked at him like an idiot, and he asked me if I knew who he was. And I told him, yeah, that's why I closed the kitchen. And I was able to get away with that. I went home. And the guy who had a much more famous life than me, I don't know what he ate. Maybe out of the vending machine. I didn't cook for him. And all of that fame and fortune didn't put 25 people in the seats. So, you know, I've seen it with my own eyes. I watched my hero's wife, one of my musical hero's wife's band, draw 15 people. Sad. It was sad. And if I remember correctly, I think that was the show with one of the best, the Goodyear Pimps, if you know who that is. Probably not. But they were exceptional, and they were one of the few bands I tried to chase around all night. I just wanted to hang out with them dudes. It was amazing. But yeah, no, I mean, like one of my personal idol. Like, I love this dude. His wife played at the club, and nobody showed up. It was sad. So I give utmost love to the fans over there who show up for shows, support bands, and keep things going. It's just amazing. Good for you. I mean that with all my heart and soul. That's not for entertainment. That's a huge, utmost respect. Take care. Well, I'll come back to we'll figure out the other subject. I'm going to do some research so I just don't want to be, I want to be cautious with praise. What I can say is this. I think he sings as a 2019. I mean, I got to say, because I used to love when he screamed Z-Rock on Z-Rock, and that's just a deep reference to Z-Rock. But the guy's voice, amazing. I always thought he could sing his ass off. There. Little praise. Later.